What's going on, guys? Ben here, Enos Tech, and today I've got a special review for you. If you can see, we've got the Cooler Master NovaTouch TKL, which is 10 keyless keyboard. This is a mechanical keyboard that features the Topre switches. And what's special about this is my good friends over at Overclockers UK teamed up with Cooler Master, and they ran a little forum competition to send this keyboard around the UK so users could try it out and get to review it, and maybe you could get a chance to win one. Now, obviously, the entries are already set up where I'm like the 7th or 8th person to get this keyboard. There's only a couple after me, but there's a lot of great reviews on the Overclockers forum for this keyboard, and this is my chance. For the rest of this, I'll be calling this fella here Toby. That's what we've decided to name him on the forum, so he's got a name. Like I said, he's been traveling the UK, so yeah, that's it. As you can see, starting off, all black keyboard. It's got the white lettering on it, which it is a bit faded now. I said it's been used a few times. But yeah, that's it. I mean, it's a great keyboard. I've had a chance to use it for probably 4 or 5 days now. So I'm trying to keep it on a weekly basis so it doesn't take forever to get around to everybody. But I've got a good feel of it. I've done some gaming on it. I've typed up a few reviews on it. At least probably close to 10K words just in reviews alone. That doesn't count chats, Facebook, Google, any of that stuff. That's just straight reviews, probably about 10K words. So yeah, I've got a good feel for it. But before I go ahead and give you all my thoughts on the keyboard itself, let's take a bit closer look at our friend Toby here. As mentioned, Toby is of course the Cooler Master NovaTouch TKL hybrid capacitive switch keyboard. Now the hybrid capacitive switches are also known as Topre switches, and they're really designed as an enthusiast typing switch. Now it has been argued that this is a gaming keyboard, and I'll just go ahead and knock that out right there. No, I don't feel it is. While it is great for gaming, there are no extra features that you would hope to see on a gaming keyboard. This is a standard TKL keyboard, and it doesn't even have any backlighting in it. So calling it a gaming keyboard is hyping it up a bit, and it's kind of overrating it because it doesn't have any of the extra features. It's a standard mechanical keyboard, which is still great. Now, according to Cooler Master, NovaTouch utilizes a patent hybrid switch design that combines the benefits of mechanical spring-based switch and electrostatic capacitive sensor to provide excellent tactility, comfort, and durability. The unique design of these hybrid capacitive switches require no physical mechanical coupling, therefore eliminating key switch bounce and chatter for a frictionless experience. Now, I can go ahead and speak on that a bit. It is great to type on. I've enjoyed my time with it, to say the least. It, of course, does have the standard features. It is also backwards compatible with Cherry MX keycaps, so you should be able to go ahead and change the keycaps on this. It, of course, has N-key rollover and anti-ghosting features. It has on-the-fly repeat rate adjustments for the most responsive controls. And it comes with one of my things I liked a lot was the detachable cable. The USB cable. Now, a lot of keyboards these days, they're getting big, thick USB cables to power them up, all the lighting and features and stuff. Not with the NovaTouch TKL. It just has a standard USB cable that is detachable, plugs right into the back of the keyboard, and boom, you're good to go. So as mentioned, the NovaTouch TKL, it is a great keyboard, don't get it wrong. Some people do confuse it for a gaming keyboard. Again, I wouldn't say it is. As you can see, it's a standard keyboard. There are no extra features on it. I mean, it doesn't even have backlighting, which brings us to the main issue of the price. Not just myself, a lot of people feel that it is a bit overpriced for what it is. Now, it is great. It doesn't have all them gimmicky features, and some people prefer that it doesn't have backlighting. I myself would have liked to see a nice white backlighting on it. It doesn't need to be RGB or silly colors, but something to illuminate the keys so they're a bit easier to see. This is something I've become accustomed to over the years, and it's a real big, it's actually kind of almost a killer for me that this doesn't have it, because where my computer is, even with the light on in the room, the keyboard's still a little bit hard to see, so I don't look at it much, but when I do, I like to have a little bit of backlighting. I don't like to strain my eyes looking at it. For everyday use, including typing and word processing, this keyboard is amazing. It's really good. Like I said, I typed about 10K words on it just in reviews alone, and I wanted to do that so I could get a feel for it, for using it. I mean, a couple of those reviews took me, I was probably sitting at the computer for about 2 hours or so, mostly typing. So it was real good. I didn't notice any fatigue of the fingers. Everything was fluent, pardon me, and smooth. It was really enjoyable. One of the things that I would say is, coming from a different mechanical keyboard with cherry red switches to this, there wasn't as much of a break-in period as I normally feel when I switch keyboards. A lot of times, even just switching switches, yeah, there we go. There's a bit of a break-in period. You have to get used to them. They feel different. But coming from reds to these Topres, I really feel these are great for typing. And if I had a job where obviously I type a lot, but I do a lot of gaming and other things as well. But if I had like an office job and all I did was type all day, these Topre switches would definitely be up on the top of the list of what I would get. There's just, I have no problem typing on the cherry switches, but these ones, there's just something about them. It feels so fluent, and I think the actual sound of the keyboard, instead of the clack, 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 we've got a, it's not as loud, it's not, I don't know, there's just something about it that when you're typing on it, it just seems like everything just seems smoother and to go through better. Now, as far as gaming goes, as said, I don't consider this a gaming keyboard, but gaming on this keyboard is amazing. It's excellent. It is really good. Like I played mostly FPS on it, which is great for this keyboard because there's none of them extra macro keys or any of that stuff. So just standard gaming, standard things, and it felt really good. It's kind of hard to say. I guess you have to have an individual feel for it. I still would prefer cherry reds in gaming, but these Topre switches are nothing short of great when it comes to gaming. Like, I didn't notice any real input lag on them or any real difference. It wasn't a big difference. It's just how my gaming felt, and I could see that it wasn't quite as good as it used to be before on my other keyboard. So maybe if I would have had a few more days, I could have get used to it. But I played like the Star Wars Battlefront beta, Quake Live, Battlefield. So I did try it out on a few of my normal games. And it was good. Like I said, as you'll see, if you could actually see this, you can see the WASD keys are a bit more, they've been used a bit more than all the other keys. So all of us getting this keyboard are definitely putting it through that gaming test. I think with something like this, it's always a little excuse to go ahead and play a bit more games. You know, you get to play, I'm testing out a keyboard, like I got to play some games. Like, it's always good. But yeah, at the end of the day, the only thing holding this keyboard back for me is the price and the fact that it doesn't have any backlighting. Other than that, it's a great keyboard, especially like I said, for typing. It's phenomenal. Like, you won't find many a keyboard better than this if you're a typist. Like, you have to try it for yourself to see how it is. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this review part of the video. You can check the website. I'll have a bit more written review on there, a few photos, close-ups of the keyboard. And yeah, that's it. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more content. And big thanks to Overclockers UK and Cooler Master for arranging this forum competition and sending this out to all of us.